Welcome to Commodore Football with Coach Anthony Hart. I'm Ronnie Williams. And Coach Hart, good to have you here this week, and congratulations on another win.
Thank you.
Played Shaw this week, a team that you kind of had to throw together right at the last moment as Horn Lake was unable to play you. So you found this team, and 2A team kind of undermatched against you guys, it looked like sometimes.
Well, I guess you could say we came out and we kind of took care of business in all phases of the game, and we executed well in spots and we didn't in spots, but it was nice to be able to get out there and feel like you were in control a little bit, and kind of dictate the ball game, and we were able to against them.
A couple of outstanding players that you got on your team. You've got a number of weapons, as we've seen from the last couple of weeks. It looked like Josh Fondren had a real good week this week, along with Justin Woodall.
Josh had a good night running the football. We're learning what our kids can do well, and Josh Friday night, had a good night running the football. And Josh practices hard and he plays hard, and I was glad to see him have some success.
And also, of course, Desmond Ivey, who's done very well on special teams the first two ball games. He had a return called back early in the game, and then he got one a little later.
Yeah, I believe that's the second one he's had called back
right.
This year.
Had one against Holly Springs called back, same thing, blocking in the back, and but outstanding ball game. Scored 51-0 over Shaw, and of course this week you got a little bit bigger challenge. You got Louisville coming in, and even though they're 0-2, like you said, they've lost to two 5A schools.
Yeah, Louisville's going to be a test. They're going to be, I remember the old Louisville, the days when I coached at West Point, and how good Louisville was then, and they're headed back in that direction, and they've still got the good players, and they're gaining confidence. I think Tupelo had 10 yards of total offense against them second half last week, so they're heading in the right direction, and it's going to be a big task for us this week.
Well, of course, they lost their opening game to Starkville, who is always been a very good team. Tupelo, a very good team, and they gave Tupelo everything they wanted. I think it was 17-14.
17-14. Starkville beat Meridian last week, and coming into the season, Meridian was supposed to be one of your top 2 or 3 5As, and Starkville handled them, and so Louisville's going to be a big test for us.
Well, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to show some highlights, Coach, and let you talk about them, and then we're going to talk just a little bit more about Louisville right at the end of the show. But we'll be right back with Commodore Football with Coach Anthony Hart right after this.
At 2500 University Avenue in Oxford has all of your fall planting needs. Beautiful garden mums in many sizes and colors, trees of all kinds, shade trees, ornamental trees, and fruit and nut trees, shrubs and ground covers of all kinds. And don't forget the Fertilome Winterizer, with or without weed control. While visiting the Garden Center, be sure to see our exciting new lines of giftware and interior decor. We're open every day at the Garden Center in Oxford.
First National Bank of Oxford, you'll find friendly professional service from the bank that's served Lafayette County for over 94 years. As our community's grown, we've expanded with more locations in Oxford than anyone else. The University branch in West Jackson, the North Lamar office, the newly renovated Medical Center office at Highway 6 in South Lamar offers drive-through and lobby service and a convenient drive-up ATM. And our main office on the square, where we've held a presence since 1910. When you're ready for a bank as deeply committed to Lafayette County as you are, you're ready for First National Bank of Oxford.
Cheney's Pharmacy is more than just a pharmacy. This family-owned drugstore features a soda fountain with TCBY yogurt, a day spa and salon service, extensive cosmetic and cologne collections, fine candies, greeting cards, unique gifts, and children's toys. Our pharmacy is staffed by professional, courteous pharmacists and pharmacy technicians. They also offer a 2-car drive-through window. Drive around back and let them assist you from the convenience of your car. Cheney's Pharmacy looks forward to serving you during your time in Oxford. That's Cheney's Pharmacy. What's inside might surprise you.
Where's the one place you can find the finest and most unique t-shirt prints in Oxford? That's Cat Daddy's, of course. Cat Daddy's, downtown Oxford, has designs that no one else can touch. That's because their exclusive designs are printed in-house. Cat Daddy's has over 75 designs of long-sleeve and short-sleeve t-shirts, and they also have a wide array of Ole Miss and Oxford apparel. From sweatshirts and caps to cutter and buck golf shirts, you'll find everything you need to show the world who you are. They also have attire for little ones, too. Cat Daddy's is the official Rod Squad source. Cat Daddy's, just off the Oxford Square across from Proud Larry.
Football with Coach Anthony Hart. Coach, with the construction going on out here on your campus this year, you had to move all your home games to the university out there. I know for some of those kids, that's got to be a big thrill getting to play at a stadium like that.
Well, it is. The only reason it's not is because that's where we practice every day. So you know, we get to see it every day. It is a wonderful place. It's a beautiful facility. I don't think there's probably many anywhere that's more of a pretty setting than that. It has just been a good place to be, and we just appreciate the university for letting us be there. It just could be a lot worse than it is.
Of course, one of the questions a lot of people ask me is, what's the difference in playing on that surface and playing on regular grass for your kids?
I don't know yet. Well, I guess we're gonna find out pretty soon.
So I mean, it's artificial turf, but it feels just like grass, looks like grass. So the kids are going to respond, and of course, just seeing some of them out there, it's just a big thrill.
It is. It's a great venue to play football in.
Well, we're going to take a look at the highlights of the game right now, and we're going to let Coach Hart talk about them. And Coach, there you see your guys coming out on the field, and like you said, big thrill for them.
Yes, it is. It's a nice night to play. It wasn't really hot, and it's a great atmosphere out there.
Of course, Taylor Maddox with the kickoff there and puts it in the end zone. So Holly Springs has to start at their own 20. And once again, Coach, your defense is Marquino Lee, Jamie Phillips. They just come out and set the tone for the ball game right off the bat.
Now, those two guys got us going quickly on defense.
Holly Springs couldn't get just a whole lot going. Right here, Coach, a big fumble. And that's what you want out of your defense, to give your offense the ball in good field position.
And that helps. And you know, you can get the ball there every night. You can have a chance to score.
And of course, offensively, you couldn't get anything going, but you had to settle for a field goal from Taylor Maddox, and it was good. You come right back, you hold Shaw on defense, and you're going to get the ball back.
You know, special teams has been a really good part of our game so far this year, and you know, like here we start positions on the 50, and that really helped you.
We saw a lot of different sets from you this week against Shaw. Some 5 wides, trips on one side. Is that something that you've been working on to get 5 wides right here on this play?
That's us. That's going to be what we do all year. That's what we've brought in. Coach Palmer does a good job with it, and likes to run a lot of different plays out of a lot of different sets.
Of course, right there you get to see Justin's athletic abilities. He's dropping back, and then he just takes off running, finds his man, and pops it right to him.
Yeah, Ricky Wiley's made a great play right there.
And here's Ricky once again. Big run right here from Ricky around the left side, and dangerous back when he's got the ball.
Yeah, Ricky's fast and good runner.
We saw him against Holly Springs break one for 50, and then he had the long run right here. And like I said, dangerous guy, and you got the ball back again, and I believe this is Desmond's nice run right here.
Desmond got over in there behind his wall, and I think we had a block in the back, very first part of the play, and that one cost us.
Yeah, just like we were talking about last week against, or 2 weeks ago against Holly Springs, had the same thing happen, but you know, he didn't hang his head because he came right back a little later and got another one.
That's going to hurt us if we don't stop doing those things. Though, when you have a big play, you need to make it count.
Well, here is Justin, and he's going to give the pitch this time, and this is Josh, and just watch him spinning and just jumping over guys right here. And I mean, he's a hard man to bring down. Josh
runs hard, plays hard every snap.
And that's one of the things with the different weapons, the different athletes you have on this team. I mean, you got Josh, you got Justin, and I mean, a lot of folks you can go to. Right here, a nice little run down to the 1 yard line.
Josh made a good run there. He set up his blockers well. Josh sets up his blockers well.
So then you turn around and you give it to the big guy to hammer it in. So they don't know what you're coming with, the speed guys or the big guys.
You know, our guys give us the ability to do some different things, and that helps you from an offensive standpoint.
A nice crowd on hand for the Commodores. They always are going to support their team, and no different here. And once again, you had Shaw backed up deep, and they had to punt. And I believe this is the one where Desmond is going to take it on in for a touchdown.
Desmond made a nice run right there. The punt return team did a good job setting up his wall and was able to get him to the end zone.
Well, right there, Coach, is is what a lot of teams love to have, some athletes that can create a lot of different things. Now here you've got two receivers kind of lined up in eyes on each side, and Justin's just going to get out and run. Of course, right here at the end we have a late hit out of bounds, and just kind of bumped him, it seemed like, but it's still out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. It probably should have kept his flag in his pocket on that one.
So had to wind up punting right here, and but your defense just an outstanding game. I mean, all phases of the game against Shaw, you guys were just putting it all over.
Defense did a great job. I don't think we gave up a first down in the fourth quarter when we substituted. You know, that's hard to do no matter who you play against.
And I don't think they maybe crossed the 50 but once in the game. So outstanding defensive effort for all the Commodores, and of course our number one guy right here, Justin Woodall. I mean, he just makes things happen. And you can't find a receiver dangerous, and look at him. He's just going to carry guys with him.
Hard run right there. He tucked it down, and when he had contact, he just kept his legs driving and got a few more yards.
Well, Taylor Maddox, this was a 42-yard attempt. It had the distance, but it was just a little left. So there, Taylor's got the leg in case you're going to need it later.
I don't think we had a good clean snap and hold there, or I think he would have put that one through.
So at the half, you're up 24-0 to come out to start the second half, and it was just pretty much more of the same as your guys just wore down the smaller Shaw Hawks, and you just kept taking it to the house. And with Justin, of course, right here to start the second half, you were kind of deep in your own territory, but they're going to help you out with the penalty.
They jumped there and gave us 1st and 5, and that helps a lot.
And once again, a nice sack. Defense is all over the ball, and it's just one of those kind of games, Coach, where everything went right for you, and you're just hoping to carry that momentum over to next week.
That's right. You got to play with enthusiasm, and momentum's something you got to have if you're going to be successful week in and week out. Here, Justin made a good run on the option.
Yeah, Justin's got the speed, and that's what we talk about. When he's dropping back at quarterback, the linebackers, they got to keep their eyes on him instead of dropping back into coverage. So just a outstanding player. And nice play to Josh out of the backfield this time. Faked the handoff to him and hit him for a nice touchdown.
That was a good throw and catch right there. We've completed that same route in the first 2 ball games. So I figured that's one that people are going to start looking for pretty regular.
Well, Justin looks like he just puts just the right amount of touch on the ball. He doesn't try to throw it as hard as he can. He gets it right where he needs it. And, of course, he's a pitcher in baseball, so he knows how to use that arm. But, I mean, nice touch he's got.
That was a good touch on that throw.
And there's the extra point from Taylor Maddox. And the Commodores now up 31-0 here in the third quarter over the Shaw Hawks. And once you get the ball or get going back here, and this time the man in motion, you got a shotgun, and get to see a lot of different things. See, once again, a nice touch and nice pickup.
Davis made a great catch right there. That was in traffic, and he had to really go up and bring that one in. A lot of people wouldn't have made that play.
They connected for 2 touchdowns in the first game and come right back. Now here's a big run right here, Coach.
Yeah, Justin kept it, cut back on the option and took it in for us.
And you got an athlete. I mean, we keep talking about that, but that's just something that defenses have got to watch. You got running backs coming out of the backfield. All your receivers can catch, but you got a quarterback with that kind of ability, and that's just going to kind of throw some wrenches in it.
Makes a big difference when a guy's going to touch the ball every time that can play to that level.
Well, something coming up here in a moment. We'll see it a few plays from now, but you put him at wideout once, I believe, and put somebody else in the backfield.
That's Desmond Ivey right there, quarterback. And, we got he's wouldn't say our backup quarterback, but we got a few wrinkles that we do with putting him at quarterback.
Well, this is the kind of game that, of course, everybody's going to see the tape on it, but you want to work on some things in game situation. Here's the trips lined up on the right side, and Justin's going to hand off, and another big run right here from Josh.
And Josh makes another good run here. He got himself in the end zone there. If he wouldn't have run hard all the way through, he wouldn't have made it. But he kept moving his legs and wanted to get in there.
That's one of the things you see out of all these Commodore players. There's no quit in them. They're going to play till they hear the whistle. And I think that's just a tribute to you and your coaching staff to make sure these guys do that.
Well, one thing about it, when we got here, we began coaching here, we could see that there was a lot of pride in football, and and these kids played hard, and it was important to them. And when you have that, it's easy to build on it, and they think it's important, and they go out there every day and they practice and they play hard.
Well, Buddy Tolles on that run. We saw Buddy in the JV game against Oxford the other night, looking good. And of course, has a big run here against Shaw.
Yeah, Buddy's our future. You know, he's gonna be a good player for us. He already is on defense and getting a few snaps here on offense.
So another one of those touch passes that we talked about. He just kind of flipped that one right over the middle, and another big touchdown for the Commodores. And Shaw really didn't have an answer for you, Coach. And seems like everything you tried worked well, and it's good game plan.
Well, it'd be nice if it did that like that every Friday, but I'm afraid it won't be quite like that.
Louisville's going to be a little bit bigger and probably present a little bit more of a challenge, but with the athletes you got, they're going to have their hands full.
We hope so. You know, look, I've told the kids all week, I know you don't know as much as I do, but Louisville's Louisville, and they're about where they used to be, so we better be ready to play football come Friday.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago that to get to the 4A championship, you had to go through Louisville, just about, either them or West Point or somebody like that.
It was like that for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Of course, right here, the extra point is blocked. It looked like another bad snap, as you said. And Coach, right here, you're getting a lot of new guys in the game and a lot of fun for them.
Yeah, that's fun for everybody on the sideline to get those guys in that practice hard every week, make you better. And when they get a chance to play on Friday, it's really good for the program.
And of course, you know, they're in there playing as hard as they can. Tyler Littlejohn right here, Coach, he just hits the outside. And that kid's got some speed, and he knows how to use it.
He does. Tyler's a lot faster than you would think he is when you see him from a distance. He's got good speed.
And as you said last week, this is your favorite play of the game right here.
That's
Put
it.
that one in for you. And of course, the Commodores going to win this game 51-0. And anything that you saw out of this game that maybe you hopefully can carry over to next week.
The main thing about that game is we got to play, and that's what we felt like we needed to do regardless of the opponent.
Well, the situation was Horn Lake could not play. I believe they had a game against a Memphis team, and it was homecoming for them, I think, so they didn't want to kind of back out of that and push things. But you found a team, and that was the important thing. Get your kids some playing time against some competition other than hitting themselves, and I think it worked out for you. And of course, a big game coming up this weekend, but we're going to talk about that when we come back. And just want you to know you're watching Commodore Football with Coach Anthony Hart, and we'll be back right after this.
At Merchants and Farmers Bank in Oxford, their customers are number one. Personal and business checking accounts are available. Savings account, IRAs, Christmas Club, and Kids Club accounts, as well as CDs. One of their friendly representatives will help you select the best option for your needs. Internet banking service is available for those on the go. Serving you in 3 locations, that's Merchants and Farmers Bank in Oxford.
Watt Bishop and Dr. Todd Gilliland, orthodontists, appreciate the quality of a great smile and offer 3 locations to help serve you better. Visit them in Oxford, Tupelo, and their new branch office in South Haven. Dr. Bishop, Dr. Gilliland, and their staff have over 100 years combined experience. They're offering complimentary consultations to all fans. They specialize in both children and adult braces and are Invisalign certified. Call today to schedule an appointment. Dr. Bishop, Dr. Gilliland, and staff wish the best to all our area teams.
Go team!
On this job, you notice things, like this new Steak Fanatic pizza. It's a big hit with the guys.
Steak Fanatic pizza. Mm-hmm. Man fuel. Cool.
Hey, hurry up! Only 23 figurines left, Hank! They're statues!
There's statues.
Introducing Domino's new Steak Fanatic Pizza. Angus steak piled on even more steak smothered in cheese. Buy a medium for just $9.99 and heap on even more Angus steak for just $2. Hit the door. It's Domino's new Steak Fanatic Pizza.
Furniture World, home of the better buys on better brands. Names like Serta, Broyhill, Clayton Marcus, Bassett, Action Lane, Hickory Hill, and Ashley. Serving Oxford and the surrounding area for over 30 years, Furniture World has free delivery within 60 miles and no interest financing with approved credit. Come see Betsy Alloway for all your home furnishing needs at Furniture World.
and welcome back to Commodore Football with Coach Anthony Hart. Coach, I know you've seen some game film, so tell us what to look out for from Louisville this week.
Very athletic, very, very strong on defense. They've got a good group on defense. Starkville hit with some big plays early the first game. Second half last week against Tupelo, Louisville dominated the game on the defensive side of the ball. So, offensively, we're going to have to have our I's dotted and our T's crossed and be aggressive and take it to them a little bit, because they're going to bring it to us.
Well, big 4A school, you guys are 4A, so maybe on down the road, maybe another matchup against somebody like this, but this is going to give you a lot of practice getting ready for your region, because your region is loaded, Coach.
Right, it will. I like this game. I like this game right where it is. I think it's a good thing for us to have to get ready to play and play a quality opponent before we go into the division, because a lot of our division teams are doing real well. So we're hoping this game will prepare us for it.
Of course, you look at your division, you got you guys, Oxford, Clarksdale, of course, always usually the top three. Hernando plays very good ball. Now you got Cleveland, who don't know a whole lot about. They're new to the region this year. DeSoto Central, who was 1A last year, but I know they won their first two ball games by big scores. And so this district, region, it's not going to be an easy, cakewalk for anybody.
No, it's not. When you start getting into 4A and 5A football, you're going to have more than one good team in your division. And we expect and know that's coming this year. We're going to have to play and be ready every Friday night, or it won't come out our way.
Well, I know you weren't here last year, but big rivalry, it seems like, for the Commodores is Clarksdale. One game away from the state title last year, and they had to meet Clarksdale and didn't quite make it, beat them in the regular season. But I know you're not looking at that. You're looking at Louisville this week, and I think on down the road, maybe some of your kids want to look at something, but you got to keep them in check for this week.
The good thing about taking a new job is you know nothing about anybody. So when you go down the line and you're looking at a team, the next one's the only one you're worried about, because one of them's not any more important to you than the other one.
Well, it's a big one this Friday night. It's going to be out at the Vaughn Hemingway Stadium, and we hope you come out and join us. And Coach, just want to congratulate you on another win and wish you good luck coming up this week.
Thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for another week of Commodore Football with Coach Anthony Hart. We'll be back next week. For Coach Hart, I'm Ronnie Wibbs. Denny Tosh working the camera tonight. We'll see you next week with Commodore Football with Coach Anthony Hart.
Professional way to promote your business, turn to One Day Signs. One Day Signs has the state-of-the-art computer technology and skilled manpower to create and install your new sign, banner, vehicle lettering, window lettering, magnetics, logos and graphics, aluminum and wood signs, plastic and plexiglass. They also can custom create your game day banners and party posters from your favorite picture. One Day Signs proudly serve the Oxford and Batesville areas. Get it done right. Get it done quick. Get it done at One Day Signs.
Johnson takes them out.
You get a lot of products thrown your way.
Here's the delivery.
One is clearly the best.
He connects.
Digital cable with hundreds of channels, 24-hour sports coverage. Exclusive technology like video on demand. Satellite doesn't have it. And internet speeds to match even the most diehard fantasy owner. This season, come home to cable.
And that's the ball game.
The Square has served the Oxford University community for 39 years, the largest screen printer and monogrammer in the area. University Sporting Goods has full-time graphic artists on staff to help you with your ideas. A team dealer with lines from Nike to Under Armour and Adidas to Zephyr. Look to University Sporting Goods for jerseys and bats, balls, or hats. Come by and visit our newly renovated space and see a wide selection of Ole Miss t-shirts and gifts. Others come and go, but for quality service and great value, come by University Sporting Goods on the Oxford Square. Absolutely no dog.
100 University Avenue in Oxford has all of your fall planting needs. Beautiful garden mums in many sizes and colors. Trees of all kinds. Shade trees, ornamental trees, and fruit and nut trees. Shrubs and ground covers of all kinds. And don't forget the Fertile Home Winterizer, with or without weed control. While visiting the Garden Center, be sure to see our exciting new lines of giftware and interior decor. We're open every day at the Garden Center in Oxford.
First National Bank of Oxford, you'll find friendly professional service from the bank that's served Lafayette County for over 94 years. As our community's grown, we've expanded with more locations in Oxford than anyone else. The University branch in West Jackson, the North Lamar office, the newly renovated Medical Center office at Highway 6 in South Lamar offers drive-through and lobby service and a convenient drive-up ATM. And our main office on the square. We've held a presence since 1910. When you're ready for a bank as deeply committed to Lafayette County as you are, you're ready for First National Bank of Oxford.
Cheney's Pharmacy is more than just a pharmacy. This family-owned drugstore features a soda fountain with TCBY yogurt, a day spa and salon service, extensive cosmetic and cologne collections, fine candies, gifts, and children's toys. Our pharmacy is staffed by professional, courteous pharmacists and pharmacy technicians. They also offer a 2-car drive-through window. Drive around back and let them assist you from the convenience of your car. Cheney's Pharmacy looks forward to serving you during your time in Oxford. That's Cheney's Pharmacy. What's inside might surprise you.
Where's the one place you can find the finest and most unique t-shirt prints in Oxford? That's Cat Daddy's, of course. Cat Daddy's. Downtown Oxford has designs that no one else can touch. That's because their exclusive designs are printed in-house. Cat Daddy's has over 75 designs of long-sleeve and short-sleeve t-shirts, and they also have a wide array of Ole Miss and Oxford apparel. From sweatshirts and caps to cutter and buck golf shirts, you'll find everything you need to show the world who you are. They also have attire for little ones, too. Cat Daddy's is the official Rod Squad source. Cat Daddy's, just off the Oxford Square across from Proud Larry.
At Merchants and Farmers Bank in Oxford, their customers are number one. Personal and business checking accounts are available. Savings account, IRAs, Christmas Club, and Kids Club accounts, as well as CDs. One of their friendly representatives will help you select the best option for your needs. Internet banking service is available for those on the go. Serving you in 3 locations, that's Merchants and Farmers Bank in Oxford.
Watt Bishop and Dr. Todd Gilliland, orthodontists, appreciate the quality of a great smile and offer 3 locations to help serve you better. Visit them in Oxford, Tupelo, and their new branch office in South Haven. Dr. Gilliland and their staff have over 100 years combined experience. They're offering complimentary consultations to all fans. They specialize in both children and adult braces and are Invisalign certified. Call today to schedule an appointment. Dr. Bishop, Dr. Gilliland, and staff wish the best to all our area teams.
Go team!
On this job, you notice things, like this new Steak Fanatic pizza. It's a big hit with the guys.
Steak Fanatic Pizza. Man fuel. Cool.
Hey, hurry up! Only 23 figurines left, Hank! They're statues!
They're statues.
Introducing Domino's new Steak Fanatic Pizza. Angus steak piled on even more steak smothered in cheese. Buy a medium for just $9.99 and heap on even more Angus steak for just $2. Hit the door. It's Domino's new Steak Fanatic Pizza.